Hello, hi, and welcome to the Kirk Linden live stream. I'm your host, Kirk Linden, and we are building today. We are using some blueprints. Some would even call me the blueprints. I said some would even call me the blueprints. Wow, that's a 30-second sound clip. I could have just let that roll. All right. Well, anyway, puns aside, I do like the pun of this game. We are checking out a game on the internet. It's called Blueprints. Of course, I hit launch, and it has to update Steam. So give us a sec here. Hopefully this is not that long of an update. How are you guys doing? How's it hanging? What's going on out there in Radio Land? Oh, look at that. Just in the nick of time. It's back, baby. So this is a really interesting game recommended by a good friend of the stream, Cal Cronin. He actually gifted me a copy of this game, so shout out to Cal. But it's kind of like a mystery point and click kind of game with a mansion where you randomly generate rooms, and then at the end of the day the rooms are cleared out, and each day you play you generate new rooms, and there are some sort of constants that stay in place throughout the runs in terms of like rules and traits, but you can't keep any items. Those reset, so it's kind of like you play, it's a bit of a roguelite, should I say? Roguelite or roguelike? I think it's a roguelite because there are some elements that do progress, but I think it's mostly like your knowledge. Like you can store some items depending on a certain room you get. But why don't we just play it instead of me trying to explain it? If you're watching this, you already might have an idea of what this game is, but yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty chilled out. It does recommend that you write stuff down. So I do have a little notebook here where I have some things written down to keep me going in this experience. Look at these detailed notes. Oh my gosh, where I can't hold it straight. Yeah, basically I just got that the west wing is more likely to be locked. Blue memos equal true. Red memos equal lies. That's kind of all the big info I've gotten so far. I'm sure there's more as we go, but here we are. It's a first-person game, so we kind of... Ooh, that was a mistake. I already started the day off with a mistake, because you'll see on the upper left corner there is a step counter, and each time you enter a new room, the step counter will go down by 1, and when you are done, or when you run out of steps, you have to call it a day. So I just wasted 2 steps by going outside the door and coming back in. I went down from 50 to 48, so that was stupid. But I tend to like to go start on the right side of the house because it's less likely to be locked. So here's kind of what we're looking at. We're trying to get to this antechamber, trying to build our way up there, and we start off down here. And each time you enter a room, it kind of randomly generates. You get to pick out of 3 rooms for it to generate. And depending on where the doorways are, it kind of builds the shape of this mansion here as we go. So, for example, click on this door. We build a room. A closet will give us items, which is nice, but it'll be essentially a dead end, as we can see as we pull up our map here. The corridor is always left unlocked. Not much in there usually. A nook would be good for that, but we have 1 more space to work with, so I'm actually going to do a corridor here. And then sometimes you have to look around, because there are some things you can pick up. Some things that theoretically help you on this mission here. I don't think I see anything in here. And then we keep moving on. So another room. I like the parlor here because it's a good corner room, and it's perfect for the lower right corner of our room here. So I'm gonna go with the parlor, and it's gonna have a puzzle in it. And I've gotten this puzzle a few times, but it's different, slightly different every time. So basically, it says this box is the black box. This box is the blue box. The box that claims to be black has the gems. Now, the rules for this game is there's at least one box that is telling the truth, at least one box that is telling a lie. What's the third rule? Only one box has a prize within, the other two are always empty. So, I don't know if there's like a surefire way to win this puzzle every time, or if there's always a little guesswork. Oh, we have to grab the key from the desk here to pop open in one of these boxes. So we got the wind-up key. So what do we think? The box that claims to be black has the gems. So it doesn't say the box that is black, because this is clearly the black box. This box is the blue box. This box is the black box. So honestly, it could be either of these two, because the box that claims to be the black box has the gems. This box claims to be the black box, but it could be one of the boxes that's lying. And this could also be lying. Because if you assume that all of them are true, you'd be like, oh, well, it's in this box. Do we think two? And then this could be the lie too, because it could be the one that claims to be the blue has the gems. I'm actually going to go with this middle one, I think. Because I think it's either these two are both, it gives me the option that both of these are lying, or this one's lying. So I'm going to go in the middle one. I failed. I wonder how I failed that one, because this game is going to break my brain at some point too. We also have my RGB light going kind of buck wild in the background here. I meant to stop it. I usually like to keep it at a nice blue light in the background, although it's still the daytime here on the West Coast, so we're not needing all of the light that we usually do on our nighttime streams, but stand by one sec. There we go. Now we got a nice little blue light coming from this side here. Cool. Yo! Tony, how you doing? Anthony. I don't know if you go by Tony. I'm just acting really casual. How's it going, dude? How you been? It's been a while since I've really consistently streamed on Twitch here. I'm kind of experimenting with doing YouTube, so I've been streaming a little bit on YouTube. And then I had a bunch of audio issues for a while. So I ended up having to get a new microphone. I got a new microphone 2 days ago, so we're finally back in the mix with good audio. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit on YouTube as well. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, because I don't want to abandon my Twitch, but at the same time, I'm kind of like trying to keep things going on my YouTube channel as well. So I'm still figuring it out, but right now I might do a thing where I stream on Twitch and then load the VOD onto YouTube, because I don't like that Twitch gets rid of your VODs after like 60 days or whatever. And now they're cracking down on that even more. You can keep even less stuff on Twitch, which doesn't make sense, because YouTube, you can have like unlimited stuff. So maybe there's a balance in where I live stream on Twitch and upload the VOD to YouTube just so it's there as an archive. You've been living good? That's great. I buried the lead here. I mean, a few months ago, I had a baby. Well, my wife had the baby, but I was there as well. And so we've been raising a little baby at home, and it's actually been fantastic. Really chill little baby girl, which has also limited my stream time. I can stream sort of little pockets of time. I have like literally like 45 minutes now where I'm like, I'll squeeze in a quick stream. But the days of getting like frequent 3-hour streams, 3-hour plus streams, kind of done. But yeah, I'll be able to squeeze them in every now and then. And if she goes to bed early, you know, then Data gets to play some games here. So if I build a coat check here, I have a shovel checked in here from a previous day. I don't know what to do with a shovel yet, so I don't want to build the coat check quite yet. The chapel is a good versatile room, but you lose money every time you go in, but I don't have any money right now, so we'll just do that. Stream on both at the same time. Yeah, I wanted to do that too, and I actually tried that. So the last stream I did, I tried 2 different methods to sort of do a multi-stream on both Twitch and YouTube. The first time I did it through a plugin on OBS, I think it was Stream Elements. And, sorry, just deciding which room I want to build here. Maybe do the breaker box? Or just a hallway to get through? But I already have a corridor there, so maybe I do a closet and get 2 items. And it was weird because when I did that, YouTube worked and Twitch, they both worked, but then Twitch, like, my buddy Joel tuned in and he said, yeah, just a black screen for me. All right, so we're going to pick up a key and a gem. And, so that was annoying. So the Twitch stream was kind of busted. So then I'm like, I used to use this thing called restream.io, which is a service that lets you stream on both Twitch and YouTube. And I used it fucking 6-7 years ago to some success. I'm like, why don't I just do that? Let's do a den. We can get, a gem in here. Some rooms cost gems, like the nicer or more rare rooms, I should say. Not necessarily nicer, but more rare rooms cost gems, so those are always good to pick up. Anyway, so the restream. Actually, stand by 1 sec. I'm getting a phone call. I want to just check something here real quick. Okay, I think it was the wrong number. I'm probably gonna get a call again because I just hung up on this person. I'm like, I think you have the wrong number, and they kept talking. I'm like, all right, see ya. Sorry, I'm keep interrupting myself. But the restream.io worked. Twitch and YouTube both were getting the feed. However, I noticed that the YouTube stream had like significantly grainier video and worse quality, and the Twitch one was just fine. And I couldn't figure that out. I couldn't figure out why the YouTube was getting the shaft in the quality department. You'd think there'd be the same quality between the two. So yeah, I kind of abandoned the multi-stream thing for now. I would love that. That's the ideal situation, is to stream on both Twitch and YouTube, keep them both going. But I didn't really have much luck there. I got it working, but the quality on YouTube was questionable. So I could look into that, but for now, and then I had these audio issues, so I had a bunch of technical things to go through. But now that we figured out the audio thing, I got a new mic here. I got the HyperX Duocast here, and replacing my old Blue Yeti X, which just started glitching out randomly. And liking this mic so far. Had to get used to a few things, but yeah, so far so good. Let's get ourselves the courtyard. Requires a gem. Is this a tool I can take? Ooh, it is. Metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and money. I wonder if that's something I have to actively use, or if it's something that's just like a passive effect. Still kind of figuring out exactly how this game works. I'm not too deep into this game. So right now I'm kind of taking turns going between Twitch and YouTube. I'm going to stream. This is probably the most boring shit to talk about ever, so I'll stop soon, I swear. But right now I figure I've been streaming some Doom, The Dark Ages. on YouTube, and I figured I'd try this out on Twitch and maybe upload the VODs. We'll see how it goes. I'm still figuring it out. But yeah, besides that, life's good, man. Like, life is chill. And yeah, things are good. I guess I'll do a guest bedroom. The hallway could work, but that's like wasting a doorway. I don't want to use a kitchen because that would cost a gem. What is this? Key card? Electronic key card. If you get to the security room, if you build a security room, you can turn off the electronic key card locks. What do we have here? New game in the billiard room. We don't have a billiard room, do we? All right. We've got a whale up there. That's nice. This could be my bedroom. A nautical theme. So I could go back down to the spare room. Yeah, actually, why don't we do have limited. Do I get 10 steps every time I go in here? Let's go back down to this room here. We're kind of building a randomly generated mansion as we go, which is this game, but we're also trying to solve a mystery here. Boudoir. I don't think I've ever seen the boudoir. It goes back down this way. The breaker box is also nice, but let's do the boudoir. I've never had one of those. What's this on the ground? Shoes. Shoes. Picture of Christmas with a safe. Oh, you know what? Sometimes you can find a magnifying glass and you can look at stuff more closely. You can pump this up. Pump up this ambiance. I unfortunately do not have a magnifying glass on me for this run, so. But if we did, I think that's where this comes in handy, because I think if we look at this safe over here, we might be able to see what the combo is. Okay, nothing else in here of note that I can see. Storeroom. A bit of a dead end, but could build a nursery. Shout out to the baby. Yeah, let's do a nursery. Shout out to babies. So every time we draft a bedroom, we get 5 steps. The steps is that meter on the upper left that counts down every time we enter a room. And the sort of run ends when you run out of steps. You get exhausted. Look at all these blocks. These old wooden toys. Anything of note in here? Oh, yes, there is. Gem, baby. And what is this? Little Prince, the Blue Prince, the Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's true. Oh, the only true color. I better get used to reading out loud. When my kid gets a little older, I'm not very good at reading out loud right now. The prince often said, he could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. He could not stand the sight. Oh, wait. Yeah, next. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? The story he had read in the bath and the bed. And maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, the book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Cool. So I can't, take the book? Give me that book, son. Give me that book. Alright, I want to make sure I can't open any of these drawers. You generally can't. It's not that kind of game, but you have to look around. You have to do your due diligence. We did get a gem out of that, so that's nice. So that we made kind of a dead end here. We don't have money. Maybe now's the time to go build stuff on the left side of the house. Go back here through the chapel and the parlor, because we don't have cash. We have to spend cash every time we go to the chapel. Yeah, let's just do that. Why don't we? Metal detector. Oh! So the metal detector works like that. I see, it is passive. I missed those coins the first time around, so that metal detector is pretty nice. This was the puzzle box room that I screwed up. But now let's try to build stuff on the left side of the house. Security room, always good to have the security room. You can see ourselves in that sort of bottom monitor there. Blue memos equals true, red equals lie. I never noticed this little extra line down here. You can kind of see it under here. It says, unless written by hand. Oh. Oh, that I'd never noticed that. So I'm writing that. I'm actually writing that for realsy in my little notes here. I have a little notebook going here to remember some of these clues. Interesting. I haven't seen too many of the blue and red memos around. I've seen a few, but now that I think of it, I don't recall if they were typed out or handwritten, but now we know. Now we know better. And here's a little computer terminal. I do have an electric key card, but I feel like I always want to turn it off if I have the chance. Unlocked. Or it's unlocked if the power goes out, so that's an option too. So then there's usually a red and blue memo here. Let's go this way. Ooh, the observatory. I don't have a gem, unfortunately. I can do the pantry to get some cash. What is... Oh, I thought that was a bug on the orange for a second. All right. Now, gem requirement for that. West Hall Wing. Let's do that. Keep our options open. And then there's this note that says the West Wing. Floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool. Refrain from drafting them. We ask that they not, like, do we really not draft rooms attached to the West Wing? Seems... Not really sure what that one means. Let's do a storeroom. And get ourselves a gem. And a key. And a coin, of course. But now we have to go out here to the right. But we're actually making a pretty cohesive little mansion here so far. Sometimes you get stuck in dead ends. And, not ruling that out, of course. Whoa. Requires 2 gems. The ballroom. Whenever you enter a ballroom, set your gems to 2. Interesting. I mean, I don't have the gem requirement to make the ballroom. But I got 5 steps because I made a bedroom and my nursery bonus, if you will. Some coins. Top hat. And this picture is something you can look at too. There's a little inscription, I mean a little necklace, moon necklace thing, but I don't really know the significance of that yet. Or the significance of this. And there's a finger pointing down too. Is there something on the ground? The finger pointing down? I never noticed that. Trap door? No, not that I can see. Not in here. Lavatory. This will be a dead end. Either way, this is going to be a dead end. Put the breaker box in. You can turn the keycard entry system. I know I have 1 key, don't I? I guess it doesn't show up here. Let's turn the power in the garage on. I don't know what that does. I don't know what the VAC indicators are there too. It's like a light. So now, unfortunately, we're going to have to backtrack and use up some of our precious steps, and we're going to have to go all the way to the courtyard. So we're going to lose some steps. But when we go to the courtyard, I think we can walk into the guest bedroom and get 10 steps back. So we're going to have to use like 10 steps to get there at least. I don't really know if there's like spookiness that happens. Oh yeah, it cost a coin to go into the chapel. We're almost there. So if I walk in here, do I get 10? No. It's only when I build it? Ah, it's maybe only when I build it. Oh well. I wasted a step to come in here. Talking about the billiard room. Yep. Nope, locked, but I got a key. Can get a shovel with the coat check. We gotta do Nook, otherwise it's gonna be a dead end, right? This is the only open path I have in the mansion right now, so I have to have either of these two would basically end the day, end the run. And I'm going to get my key back. They just spent. Thank you, metal detector, for making sure. The art style here, everything's kind of like sketched out. And, you know, obviously the game's called Blueprints, but everything kind of has like a 2D texture on a 3D environment kind of look, which is pretty nice. Number 10. That feels significant. I don't know why. I'm just going to write dog in my notes. Dog tag number 10. You never know. I don't know if that comes into play, but seeing like a specific number. On the picture kind of makes it feel like it might be. Okay. Whenever you enter a gymnasium, lose 2, but it's a room that has different ways, but the hallway will do the same thing. Laboratory experimental house features. Requires a gem. I don't think I've built a laboratory. Let's see what the experimental house. Typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. Need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do I get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation the first week. Kimberly Thompson. Well, Kimberly, you really screwed that up, huh? Maybe it's implying that the laboratory can only be built every few days. You never know which rooms are going to come up in a run. Heating and cooling curves. Oh. There's a little note here. It says something is unaffected. Water is unaffected? Man, wish we had that magnifying glass, but... oh, well. Anything else? Experimental. Gonna see if there's anything we can pick up here. Ooh, computer terminal. Oh, and it's a bulletin board over there. Experiment setup. You're free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Oh, wow. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then add a small chest to the entrance hall. Next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Okay. I don't think I have any. Do I have... can I see my... can't see my floor plan now, so that's... I definitely have some hallways. So maybe we just do the boring one and just do it immediately. Gain. So I got 1 key for that. Experiment successful. Can I do it again? I doubt it. Okay. Research logs. Okay. Log into network. Do not know the terminal password. Okay. But what do we have on the wall here? There was a terminal password crossed out in the security room. Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Wow. Okay, I don't know what any of this is yet. This is crazy. We got a lot of notes to look at here. Oh my god. What the hell? What does this mean? Oh my god. Notes just got taken to another level. I'm not going to write that down yet because I don't even know what the hell that means. And it would just take a long time to recreate the periodic table in my notes. I mean, I could just take a picture too. I don't have to be so old school with it. Wow. Okay, so this room's got some stuff going on, that's for sure. Oh. Well, here's an actual periodic table. So wait. Hold on. So if that's the periodic table over here, and then these have numbers on it, is this like the order in which you have to... Goes up to 12. This only goes up to 10. So I was going to say maybe these numbers correspond with these. But these only go up to 10. These go up to 12. There's got to be something where you have to mix elements. And then this might be the answer to the order. That's wild. I mean, I don't really know yet. This is the first time coming into one of these rooms, so we'll leave it be for now, but that's kind of crazy. Lose half your steps. What rank are we now? We are rank 5. Let's do a dining room. Okay, so when to rank 8, there'll be a meal for us here, but we are currently rank 5. So, or rank 6 now. I don't really know what causes the ranks to go up. Maybe it's the variety of room. Maybe it's how many rooms you make. We have 3 keys, so we'll use a key here. East Hall Wing. Ooh. Let me open this luggage. We're burning through our keys fast here. Oh, I don't have a gem. Damn it. Because I'm going to say an observatory would be great. This was one progress that carries over between your runs here. But I need a gem and I don't have any. So I can't build either of these. Which is a bummer. So this is going to have to be a... No, it counts as 2 bedrooms though, so I got a bunch of steps for that because of my nursery bonus, if you will. Bananas, get some... So now my step count is looking pretty solid. Ooh, there's a hamster. Whoa, get on there, buddy. Yes. Look, the hamster has a little bunk bed. That's amazing. Does the hamster wheel do anything? Or is that symbolic of the progress or lack of progress that I'll be making on this run? Okay, we got some coins on the floor. We got tools down there. Camera, VHS tapes. You'd think I'd be able to pick up the flashlight, but I guess there's nothing too dark that I've seen so far. But there was a note over here, so let's check that out. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Is there any more to this? Whoa, here we go. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. Oh boy. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Okay. Today's a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane into the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. My God, this guy's a little prick. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book, because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book. Even though he's older, he is a crybaby. Today's a good day because today my brother returns from college and I finally get to return him the book I took him a long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. Honestly, I have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I still would rather. Okay, so it gets a little older. That's kind of cute. All right. This is an old bedroom. But the hamster's still here. It's like in television gaming setup. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back to the dining room and go right. And I only have... Can I... No, I can't pick that. I only have one more key left, so we only have one more locked door that we can go through. I'm just gonna check over here to make sure I didn't miss anything. Here it is, the last key that I can use. Commissary. Oh, it's a gem requirement. Damn. I guess we have to do the... If we want to keep making rooms, we have to do the gymnasium. Only lose 2 steps. That's not bad. What is this? Car keys? Oh! I gotta get the garage now. Hoople Sports. I mean, I wish we could shoot some hoop here. Damn, imagine having a little basketball court in your house. That'd be sick. What is this? Oh, it's an electronic card reader. Wow. And I wonder if that's because I have a key card, but I turned it off. So I can't see which rooms I'm drafting here. We're 1 room away. We are 1 room away from this antechamber. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh no. Damn. I was hoping it would be a room that had a door straight across. But it doesn't. Still may not be able to get across this way. What is this? Simon Jones. That's the name of the brother from that kid's diary. Oh my gosh. All right. Wonder if any of that's going to come into play. I'm like, that's a lot of info to parse here, but let's go up the spiral staircase here. Oh yeah, this is the records. So I'll play this game for a total of 2 hours over a few sessions. Longest day is 41 minutes. What are we at now? We're close to that. Maybe these shelves are for like accolades. Scrapbook. Shovel. My favorite floor plan is the West Wing Hall. I can't ever seem to pass it up. Contraptions I've made. I just purchase. Cool, so that's records and stats. Pretty cool, but the secret passage that you can build also is like one of those things where you pull a book out, so it makes you wonder if there's any of that in here, but Rotunda can rotate. Wow. 3 gems. Mailroom. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. I think we have to go archives and go left. We will no longer be able to see all 3 plans though, which sucks. Ooh, coins. Haven't had much of an opportunity to spend. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Okay. Ooh. You're lifting the tray. Priceless jewels. Are the priceless jewels the thing that we are using in this room? The music's kind of kicking up here. If we can get a room that goes left. Locked! Oh no! Both of the doors are locked. Oh my god. Is there anything left we can do, or are we bunk? No, we can go down the dark room. We can go back in the library through the dark room. And hope that that door's not locked. Shit. Gonna go with the middle one. Who knows what it'll be? Oh. What? Wine cellar plus 3 gems. That's sweet, except unfortunately, are we all dead-ended up? Is there any... Fuck. So as you can see, we don't have any doors that we can... Oh! Wait, the archives, yeah, has the 2 doors, but they're locked. We don't have... are we at rank 8? Some meal that could be served. Is there any place I built that you can buy stuff in? I don't think I did. Yeah, this might be the end of the run. Feels like we got... This is the farthest I've ever gotten in one of these runs, so... We learned some things. Knowledge. That's the key thing that makes this a roguelite. Knowledge will stay with you. Okay, well, unfortunately, I think this is where we're gonna have to end the run. Unless I'm missing something here. don't think so. I think that's that. We had some stuff. We had the metal detector. We had the car keys. We had some coin. I eventually got some gems. Man, we were literally a room away from this antechamber. Ugh. So now what happens is you end your run and then the entire mansion will reset. So you have to call it a day here. We lose all of our inventory. Wah, wah. You reach rank 8. I should have grabbed a meal just to see what it's like when you grab a meal. Probably would have got me more steps, I assume, but... So there it is. And you do it all over again. And obviously the clues that you get stay persistent throughout the runs. But you can't pause a run. Once you start a run, you have to complete it. That's the one thing. Like, I was playing this on my Steam Deck at first, and I wanted to pause a run so I could go to bed, and unfortunately I learned that that just ends the day. So you have to kind of be ready to do a full day for the next one, and unfortunately I don't have the time to do another run, but that's a good little peek at this game. Very cool. I believe it's on Game Pass right now too, but this one was hyped up by our guy Cal Cronin, and I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to play more and see what happens. It has kind of a weird board game kind of feel to it, a single player board game almost. But I'm enjoying it so far. A lot of cool vibes, and I haven't played anything quite like it. So shout out to Blueprints, shout out to Cal Cronin. But that's going to do it for the stream today. Shout out to 1993 Anthony for stopping by. Shout out to Cal Cronin. Shout out to anyone else watching this later. We'll be back later this week, probably. I guess I'm like, what day is it? It's Monday. Yeah, so we'll probably be back again at some point this week with either this or another game, maybe even some more Doom the Dark Ages, which I've been really enjoying. Totally different experience than Blueprints, vibe and pace wise, but it's fun to be spinning a bunch of plates. I'm also still playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which has been really good. I'm not sure how good of like a streaming game it is. I did stream it once when we to start, and that's actually I think the last stream I did on Twitch here. Cool ass game. I'm really enjoying it. I'm like maybe 15 hours into that I squeeze in like 45 minutes a day if I can. When my little baby girl goes to sleep, I squeeze in. I keep the controller nearby, fire up the Xbox. So a lot of games I've been playing. I've also Epic right now is giving away this game for free called Deliver at All Costs, which I just downloaded, so we might be trying that one on stream too. It looks like a cool little sort of isometric sort of drive. I don't know, I wouldn't even call it a driving game. It looks like almost like GTA. You can like kind of steal cars and smash stuff and get up to all sorts of mischief, and it has a pleasing art style. So definitely want to check that one out too. So a lot of stuff going on, a lot of great games, and then we have Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remake coming out next month. So just so much gaming, so little time. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you next time.